Hello friends, now we see the derivative of trigonometric function with proof. The topic number 6 is fx is equal to cosec x. Now let's see the proof. First of all, we start with f of x is equal to cosec x. Therefore, the next step is f of x plus h is equal to cosec in bracket x plus h. Then by first principle of derivative, f dash x is equal to limit h tends to 0 f of x plus h minus fx whole thing divided by h. So is equal to limit h tends to 0. Now for f of x plus h, we substitute cosec x plus h minus for fx we substitute cosec x and then whole thing divided by h. So is equal to limit h tends to 0. Now we apply Trigo formula that cosec theta is equal to 1 upon sine theta, and therefore here for cosec x plus h we write 1 upon sine in bracket x plus h, then minus for cosec x we write 1 upon sine x and then whole thing divided by h. The next step will be, here we go for cross multiply, so that gives us limit h tends to 0 sin x minus sine of x plus h upon sine of x plus h into sine x into h. Now here we apply formula that sine c minus sine d. That equal to 2 cos bracket c plus d upon 2 into sine bracket c minus d upon 2. In present case, c represent x and d represent x plus h. So the next step will be is equal to limit h tends to 0 2 cos in bracket x plus h upon 2 into sine in bracket x minus h upon 2 and then whole thing divided by sine of x plus h into sine x into h. Now here 2 is a constant term, so we take outside the limit. So the next step will be 2 into limit h tends to 0 cos in bracket x plus x 2x plus h upon 2 into. Now here in bracket plus x minus x we cancel, so we left with sine of minus h by 2. So that can be written as minus limit h tends to 0 sine of h by 2 upon h by 2 into 1 by 2. Then whole thing divided by limit h tends to 0 sine of x plus h into sine x. Therefore, the next step will be is equal to 2 into limit h tends to 0 cos of 2x plus h upon 2 we write as it is, then into, now this minus sign we take initially, so we have minus 2 into limit h tends to 0 sine of h by 2 whole thing divided by h by 2 bracket complete into 1 by 2 divided by limit h tends to 0 sine of x plus h into sine x is equal to minus 2 into, now here for h we substitute 0, so we have cos 2x plus 0 upon 2 into, now sine h by 2 upon h by 2 as a limit h tends to 0 gives us 1 into 1 by 2 and then whole thing divided by sine in bracket x plus 0 into sine x. So is equal to minus 2 into in bracket 2 cancel from numerator denominator. So we left with only cos x into 1 by 2 and in denominator we have sin x into sin x. Now here we cancel 2 from numerator denominator and the remaining terms can be written as minus 1 upon sin x into cos x upon sin x, and that gives minus cosec x into, now cos upon sin gives cot x. So in this way we proved the derivative of cosec x is minus cosec x into cot x. So this is required proof for the function fx is equal to cosec x. Thank you.